problem is now for FPX, you're against the Nidalee, which is very good at pinning down someone like that Lilia in the first clear. You've got the Tristana, which is likely to get pushed in that mid lane too. They're very different champions. They are champions which scale weirdly in the game, because they don't lose damage as the game goes on, but they get more difficult to play. Scout has jump, will be able to buffer out.
Good flash, Ignite comes in, Care's putting damage in. He can't finish it up, the Ignite tick from Life secures the kill.
Onto Dogdam. Milky Way goes towards the top side of the map, gets himself probably all three of these grubs. The Scout, good sidestep on one of those rockets. Not onto the Foss Bomb though, and not onto that second rocket, losing that trade heavily. Spear landing.
They're not going to go for it. I think it would be a little dangerous to jump him there. And LNG, they were very slow on the play for this dragon. You see, ZDZ actually popped the ultimate just to give information for his team. He's actually not going to come over and join, but FPX do know what's going on. Life flashes over the wall, tries to jump in. Milky Way's going to be able to secure that dragon for his team, as FPX have been forced back. My stream froze for a brief second there, but it looks like they're able to get away. Oh, that was scary.
Alright, he's slightly ahead of Care. Because of that, he also has a Cull.
Oh, no.
Ignited.
That's hung in a lot of danger, but he's able to break away. The Ignite will not finish him up. Did have to burn the heal. Yeah, he's just going to eat that, but it's not really going to matter, as LNG have now rotated over. So that's going to be the ultimate coming out. They do get the solar flare down. Weiwei finds himself caught immediately. Gold card not really going to hit anyone as ZDZ goes down. They trade out 1-for-1 so far. Scout keeping the pressure up. In comes the flank from Zucker. Milky Way gets himself the Q down, gets 3 people marked, and they're all going for a quick snooze. This fight might get brutal right now for LNG, as that's going to be Dokden securing himself the kill as well. LNG
onto ZDZ as he gets into the backline. Gala gets himself good amount of damage through there, but Milky Way Swirl Seed ends up bringing it back in favor of FPX. They're going to get themselves 6 grubs now, and LNG in this early game are really being taken to task. Sadly for him on the Nidalee front line, the fact that the carries have to back off means that they get themselves an extra kill there. So Milky Way starting things off strong, and we love to see that.
Giving the pressure up onto ZDZ, though. Swellseek comes in, hit by the bowling ball, and now Life flashes forwards. Way goes down. ZDZ secures the kill. Zucker now just trying to make a break for it as the Swellseek gets a little bit wide. Solar Flare flashed out as well, but in comes the Misfortune, slowing them down with the Make It Rain, missing on the Zenith blade there from Life. And that tower going down to K. He's got 6 grubs in his pocket. He's been able to pick this one up nice and easily, as we're going to see just the race for first tower here between the two teams. But, I mean, it's 2 versus 1, but it's the grubs in Kare's pocket. So he is melting through that objective. And I don't think LNG are going to be able to win this fight. They've not even got through that next plate yet. Plates will now fall off any second. And actually, it looks like Kare will get his tower before the plates fall off. I'm not sure FPX can, LNG can get theirs before the plates fall off. It's going to be close. Be able to 10 seconds, yeah, they've done it.
They have the bomb. They have the bomb. The thing is, when you take that play, Life looking for a big play now. Scout's still on the top side, but they find themselves the TF ult.
Yeah, the Destiny was used, but a great stun there from Hung. Weiwei flashes away from the solar flare, but that is going to be Hung sacrificing his life. Weiwei losing so much damage. The bullet time is melting him. The gold card is huge, and Dogdam secures another kill for his team. FPX, it's the day of the underdogs.
And it's every single TF fault which is starting off these fights. LNG need to be so careful about where ZDZ is entering these plays. He's the one who's pressing the go button, and the whole team is following suit, are accelerating this game further than what LNG would realistically want. Zucker's now going to flank TP to try and even up the odds. Care gets the Valkyrie out though, and he should maybe be safe now with the flash.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to get onto him. They do jump over the wall. The Swellseek goes a little bit wide here, but they get the kidnap. Care miles away from his team. The all-out was beautiful there from Zucker. Now they're pushing up once again into the middle of everyone. We do see the snooze come in. Weiwei going to get caught. Same for Zucker, and Zucker's burning low. FPX just commanding these fights. Yeah, that was a real fumble there by LNG. I think they thought they had FPX sleeping, but they did not. FPX able to answer out now. Life taking a whole heap of damage. In jumps Gala into the middle of this fight. Actually, they got a whole heap of damage. The bullet time is interrupted by Hung. He does go down, though, to ZDZ. Now, Care jumps into the fight. Can't quite finish up Gala, but Weiwei will be in his mark. That's another kill picked up for the side of FPX. Scout gets the buster shot back. Double kill onto ZDZ. Dragon in their pocket. FPX feeling very, very good about that one.
LNG choose this fight again, though. Gala goes forwards, almost gets the assassination, but can't quite manage it. And FPX are just taking this all in their stride. They have the power, they have the confidence to continue these plays and make sure they're calling LNG's bluff. FPX, this is a team which clutched out 2 series recently, which they realistically should have lost 2-0.
Life's Zenith blade there, although they do spot out that Scout's over the wall. I don't think they're going to pull a trigger and try and kill him. I think they're quite happy to use these 6 grubs they picked up earlier to liquefy the towers. Double ADCs with grubs. Towers are not going to live very long.
There for Care. That is disaster for LNG. Scout, this Tristana has been something he's used very powerfully in the past.
Oh,
ZDZ
no.
pops the Ghost. No one's coming to help him right now.
Yeah, he's got the Destiny as well, so he knows exactly what's going on. Zucker eats a lot of that, and now ZDZ going to pop that Destiny.
Okay.
He definitely saw Hung about, throws the gold card, gets
What
hit
is he
by the
doing?
all-out, and that is the kill for Hung.
What? But look, Hung has managed to be there at the landing point for the TF in almost all of his ults so far. Realistically coming out to help him, that can kill him that easily. This is a mistake though. What? Just he had the vision on Hung. He has it right.
He could have gone to
he
tower.
just goes straight into. He gifts it over to him. He could have gone straight towards that tower. Surely that is either a miscalculation or a misclick. It's one of the two. It's a big mistake all the same.
Yeah, that was a bit of a mistake coming in from ZDZ. He was honestly played, outside of that, very, very well on the Twisted Fate. So he's just going to Destiny and join up with the rest of his team. But Scout has now chunked the hell out of ZDZ. This Dragon, maybe a little bit harder to pull off. Weiwei in the back of the pit does get himself zoned away. Care going very, very low. And it actually looks like FPX may just have to give this one up. Zucker rejoins into the middle of the fray. Life lands himself a Zenith blade. Milky Way wants to try and jump in. He comes in with a flash. Doesn't get the secure. That's going to be one onto the Scout. Scout, can he find a little bit more? The bullet time's buying a bit of a zoning tool here, as now we're seeing Life getting caught out by Zucker, but Zucker able to turn it around. The rocket doesn't do the damage to shield.
It'll be about half HP. They don't spot it. FPX, they have the vision control. I think they've just snuck it.
Well, they saw Milky Way, so they assumed he's not in the pit. They didn't realize Care and Decadent are doing it. That's going to be the Baron secure for the side of FPX. Can there be a punish? It looks like the answer to that is no. FPX just steal the Baron from underneath their nose. Really, really nice play by them. Have those 6 grubs as well, so every auto on the tower just chunks it more and more. Down goes the tower in the mid lane. Now, normally with this first Baron, you want to try and take all of the towers outside of the base.
Period of time. Starve out the wards from LNG. Now, they haven't managed to completely do that. Scout managed to get a jump onto Care. This is dangerous now for him.
Oh, Scout flashed the rocket from Care. He dodges both of them. The Buster Shot's huge. Gala secures the kill. Scout dodged both of the rockets. That was so key.
And he then delivered Care with a bow wrapped on top of it into the hands of his teammates. He can recall, he can get himself...
This Dragon up, there's no way Care's going to come up in time. Gold card charged up onto ZDZ. Scout jumps the wall. It looks like they're trying to come for it. The Destiny has been popped. They have all the information they need. Just keeping this Rakan out of the fight with the gold card, but everybody else is just going to launch in. Zucker jumps onto Life. ZDZ with the Ghost is just avoiding and evading as much damage as possible. Gold card use. Scout's going to eat that one as they do secure the kill onto Life. Massive bullet time, but everyone is asleep through it, so they're not going to be able to do... Sorry, Zonya's through it, so not going to be able to do anything. Good rocket coming in, though, from Chaos. Decadent is Docton caught out, taken down. Gala secures the kill onto him. Massive swell seed, but no damage to follow up. What they've been able to do versus FPX. FPX had such a lead at the beginning of this game, and now it's 2. Zucker jumps in, immediately finds the kill. Dogdam goes down. The solar flare hits everyone. Massive Q coming in from the side of Milky, but it's not going to do too much. They do answer out, though. 1 for 1.
Popping that ultimate, trying to get themselves better position again. There is no front line for LNG. Hung is the best they've got. He's got HP, but he's not the tankiest. Baron's still going down.
Teleport coming in. ZDZ made his way in with that Destiny. Milky Way gets Buster Shot out. Can they find the fight they need? Milky going incredibly low. Scout is just outputting so much damage inside the pit. Caught by the gold card. They're going to get the kill onto him. Hung jumps over the wall. A sliver of health. In comes Dogdam. Bullet time onto Gala. Will get so much damage down onto him. But Gala ults into his face. Dogdam secures himself the kill. Hung on the run. The solar flare is big, but it's not enough to slow Hung down.
And also Zucker, when he teleported back, was not there to be a front line for the team. He teleported to mid lane, which meant he couldn't protect his carries. FPX, they are now as 5 with a couple of lengthy death timers, so they get themselves an inhibitor, and they get themselves, what, 2 kills in the extended play.
But that Destiny did reveal Weiwei.
But Dragon spawned. Dragon spawns. This could just be the soul for FPX. Hung, no heal, no ultimate as well, so his engage threat is much further down than it could be.
Can he make the steal happen? Big bullet time, massive rocket to follow. Ocean Soul finally in the pocket of FPX.
4-0 on a parent top team in the LPL, but FPX are giving a hell of a game here. FPX, they have themselves that Baron buff to keep walking, or like they have themselves that death ball really to walk in against that Baron buff and make this a negative Baron power play. You flash in, you get the Q, you get your ult. You sometimes need that Zonius to make sure the sleep comes to fruition, so that one thing down is going to be a problem. And now he doesn't have the Zonius for Zucker flank teleporting. They should be able to get a good fight out of this. FPX look for the retreat.
Yeah, ZDZ is going to make his way in with the teleport, looking for the perfect gold card opportunity, but actually it's LNG who end up losing. The solar flare lands in onto Zucker, and Zucker goes down. Care secures the kill. FPX is just pinging mid. They might try and run down. They don't have a wave, though, so it's going to be very hard for them to really do much of anything here.
They're 3 AD carries across the map. LNG, they have been a little bit blindsided here by FPX. They're losing another turret in LNG. They don't have another flank teleport to bring to bear. Zucker has really struggled in this game. 1-5 on the Cassante. Did well in the individual matchup, but the bigger fights, FPX have just CC'd him into the grey screen. Going to take themselves a second inhibitor.
Yeah, that inhib is nice and easy. I said their top lane management has been a little bit lackluster. FPX do have marginal vision control, but it's very spread across the board here. Is now Zucker forced to flash as the fight starts. Gold card on ZDZ, does catch it onto Weiwei. They're just turning onto Zucker to get some damage down. Solar Flare does hit him. Uses that W just to spread away, disappear off. Weiwei, can he find the steal? That is going to be the big one. Comes in with the smite. Comes in, doesn't get the steal. That's picked up there by the side of Milky Way. Bullet time did connect as well. Jungler down. Baron in pocket for FPX. In his pocket, ready to go. Life forced to flash. Does have that Ocean Drake, remember, though, so will heal up nicely. ZDZ
and the
teleports over the wall to join up with his team, and Zucker is losing so much HP here. Scout's trying to put some damage out, but doesn't quite make the connection happen. Hung jumps over the wall, gets some vision for his team in that pit as Weiwei hit by the Swirl Seed. Dragon half HP as it goes in for a light reset. Bullet time goes a little bit wide. Doesn't really hit its mark. They do get the sleep off the multiple people. Zucker now with the all-out is going to separate them away. Weiwei's low HP. That's going to be the Elder in the pocket of FPX. Life is just doing his work. Care over the wall. Should be able to finish these players up, although he's bust the shot back. Gala goes down. He falls with him. FPX. Get the Elder. Get the Baron. I mean, they've got everything they need to close this game out.
FPX reached their late game comfort zone. They've done it so many times recently, and not even LNG at 4-0 in series are immune to the late game prowess of FunPlus Phoenix, Milky Way and crew, taking the first Nexus of this series versus the team that just beat Top Esports and BLG.
Not before polishing off those KDAs. A couple of extra kills given over. Weiwei is Nidalee, unfortunately, a little underwhelming in this game one, as FPX go 1-up in the series. I just worry they're very squishy on FPX, and eventually a single true shot barrage, if they're caught in a chokehold, will just force them away from a fight. They're going to get poked out too low.
Not going to as easily happen at all. That bot lane already going much worse for them than they would have liked. They are going to get towards level 6 at some point in the next
they
few
didn't
minutes.
see Milky Way
Weiwei is alone.
They're going to spot him out. Care's in the area as well. Get a little bit of poke off onto Weiwei. That brand passive going. Weiwei actually eating so much damage just passively from the brand in the pit. Does look like LNG, though, had the man advantage, so they're going to be able to start with these 3 grubs in their pocket. This time FPX not going to be the ones picking those up, as actually we do see the all-in here from Zucker. ZDZ gets himself gold carded, but just eats so much damage on the way out. They do a bit of work here. Milky Way doesn't have 6, most crucially. Going to be sitting quite happy here with that fleet footwork. Heals back up and just catches this wave. No real contest because of Weiwei's rotation over. And now Zucker has that rage bar filled up, and Hung is in the area, potentially looking for a gank angle onto ZDZ, who is flashless right now. They are going to see him out. He has to get this gold card beautifully onto Hung, but gets caught by everything. He's just trying to make the run away, but this time, no Milky Way, no backup. That is going to be an easy pickup here for Zucker. He's just making sure he picks that kill up. Ash Arrow goes a little bit wide. And yeah, really, really nicely played there by Hung, just being all over the map.
I mean, that is just cruel timing. Milky Way completes his recall just before that. Scout jumping forwards, has ult, but Sakai's turning it back.
Oh no, he's in real danger here. The Valkyrie forward, Care secures the kill.
Scout fires his ult in the wrong direction and Care gets the solo kill in mid lane.
You can definitely see more potential with it.
Well, he's given up a kill now. It's not even. He's given up the steel caps. I'm just saying.
True.
If you don't jump over the Foss bomb, it's not good. That's the reason that the Lucian's picked into it. You want to be using that dash as they jump forwards, trying to dodge out in a skill shot and kill them.
Oh, they know Weiwei's there. They hit the wrong person, but the cow has been caught, hung, gold carded, locked down, and he will be gifted to Dogdam. Dogdam secures that kill nice and beautifully, and grub number 2 gonna go over to FPX as they all do eat a true shot barrage. So maybe a little bit of damage is coming in. I mean, Weiwei just wants to get the one, and he gets the summons.
I think that maybe LNG could have fought this. They got themselves a lot of good damage through Weiwei's Stranglethorns and Gala's ultimate there. They're choosing not to. So there's going to be the full grubs going over. Smite now available for Milky Way, so he's going to be completely fine taking that one and evening it up. I'm surprised that LNG didn't look to contest for that one.
Not enough for it to be really dangerous. Milky Way is just going to start up the Rift Herald the side of FPX, and that Pyroclasm is back and available to them. Gala making his way over. This is going to be a potential fight here for this Herald, although I think they're a little bit too slow to the play. FPX able to pick that one up for free. Remember, Dotdam still has his ultimate up and available as ZDZ. There's a Gnar in that corner, and he is going to have to pop the Ghost just to break away.
That's the rest of the map. This is ZDZ's 3rd team in a year. He played on Weibo, then RNG, and now he's over on FPX. So him slotting into this roster, he really has been the gun for hire in the LPL. Probably not what he wants out of this year. Prefers some stability. He's looking for stability in this series too. He's had some great moments, but he has had these moments too, which he's not really been able to stand up in the 1v1.
Well, they actually did catch the Stranglethorns onto Care. Care is able to dash away though. W comes out from the side of Milky Way just to clear that one off. On its own, not particularly the most valuable, but, you know, a little bit more movement speed always helps. I've actually always been an advocate for Cloud Dragon ever since it first came out.
Yeah, just the basic one?
Yeah, in the original form, I've always loved it. But actually eats more himself. The tower stands most crucially, but I'm just going to clear out some of this vision. Put the Hawk up. See where LNG are. It's FPX. Trying to move in, but it's very hard to move in on that
Scout
Dragon right now. But yeah, teleport coming in. Everybody's joining in. ZDZ's 2 chunks. I think this is a fight for FPX don't want, and they definitely don't. Stranglethorns go down. Life fails as well as he's taken out. Do you see a gold card onto Zucker just to zone him off? The tower should crumble here in the mid lane, so at least FPX answer out with something.
Plays, and that's why you're going to have to see a lot of respect paid by ZDZ, which is a problem, because FPX would like to get pressure through those side lanes with the lead. Oh. That's a good flash from Dogdam. Is it enough?
Yeah, well, I mean, Hung's losing a lot of HP here to the Ashe. That's an easy kill. He's in danger, though. They come in and save the day. They use the Destiny to keep the pressure up onto Gala. Gala's caught by the gold card. That's going to be ZDZ getting his redemption arc. Destiny's forwards, decides not to go any further.
This flash is really, really good. And that's when Hung realizes he's really messed up. He doesn't have the kill combo from the rest of his team. Gala tries to turn the damage around and at least make it a 1-for-1. Doesn't work. Care dies in the side lane. And that's a sad situation.
You gotta take care when you're in the side lanes. Is the meta. I would immediately go, oh, so things like Nidalee, Elise. I wouldn't go Zyra Brand. Like, the meta is so bizarre for this at the moment. Now, Care doing a whole heap of damage to Hung, chunking him out, but I do think it's still too dangerous for FPX to full commit to this Baron. They agree, and they do just back off. Now, it's going to be a Chemtech soul, so speaking of rough souls, not particularly the best, although a bit of tenacity won't go amiss versus all of this.
Yeah, that will help, and this is why FPX saying, look, Dragon's up, let's not give that for free. They just keep going back to the Baron. They don't want LNG to split open the map. They are low HP. Weiwei would have to flash in. This is getting quite low from FPX. Good arrow!
Oh, there it is. The Baron secured. FPX now getting jumped onto. There's the headbutt pole onto 2. Milky Way flashes out. Can he get the ult off? He does a whole heap of damage. The rest of the team now limping away. Care has flashed. No mana to Valkyrie, but he should be able to break away from this one, as we do see ZDZ getting jumped on underneath the tower. Does he have flash? Yes, he does. Ghost used as well. looks like for now, they are just getting some level of control around the area. Ash Arrow now back up unavailable. Pyroclasm also available. Waiting on that Glacial Fissure, which will probably be the next big team fight tool as they immediately open up onto Care. Great block. Care has to flash away just to not get caught out. We do see Zucker losing a lot of HP to Milky Way's full combo. And yeah, he's chunked. Gold card hit Zucker as well. Burns a lot. He's just gonzo. Pop goes the Weasel. Down he goes.
Oh, that's a very dead no. Zucker getting zones completely soloed out, and suddenly FPX with the remaining barrel buffs, with only the 3 grubs, they're going to be more than enough. That's suddenly a pick into an inhibitor and LNG. What do they get from this? They get a dragon. It's a second dragon. That's not worth it. FPX, normally we say around about the 30 to 35 minutes mark. That's when they really start locking in. They have all the items they need. They understand how the team comps work out. We saw this all the way through spring where they took big backdoor victories through some intricate late game play to really leave their mark on that spring split. And suddenly in summer as well, that facet of their gameplay has come back out to play again. FPX, I'm getting a little bit worried for LNG because feels like it's getting towards that late game again. Zucker gets hit by the arrow. No, he doesn't get hit by the arrow. He dodges out on that. But so why does he stay around? You already dodged the arrow, but that doesn't mean the threat's gone. Great combo coming out from Milky Way to get the passive onto him at least, even if the stun doesn't fully connect, and he just overstays. There's no one there to help him. It opens up this mid lane push. You are not going to be able to protect that mid lane anyway. All you're doing is spectating your towers falling. Why are you stood there? And that's the CDZ. TF ultimate pulled out. Is there going to be a fight? I don't think so.
Looks like they are just going to try and push forward. Baron has one out. This tower is still standing, so ultimately they did get the mid lane inhibitor, which will give them a constant source of pressure, but it does look like Scout was trying to jump forward. Care gets caught out by everything, and Zucker comes in on the flank. He's about to get Mega. FPX just kind of fumbled that one.
Though, I guess they were probably losing this tower all the same because LNG have so many members up on the map, but yeah, FPX not going to be able to defend this turret, so that's going to be some more gold going over to LNG, who, as we said, they are not behind in this game, like they, as, yeah. Wei, he's been having so much of an impact in this game. He still has his flash. He's not into a Leona this time, which was what we saw earlier in the day, just really making Zara's life hell. Every time the solar flare is up, you're flashing or you are dying.
But that is going to be it off the back of that one. Dragon spawns up in 30 seconds, so plenty of time to find an opening as Wei, he gets himself caught by the Pyroclasm. They throw everything down onto him. Milky Way's going to try and press forward. The True Shot Barrage hits onto Milky Way. Hung gets himself into the middle of everyone. Dogdam has to flash over the wall to break away from Zucker. In comes EDZ with the gold card to lock Zucker in place. Steric's burnt, Gnar evolved. FPX force LNG away. They do heal up somewhat with the Honey Fruits as Gala's trying to find the damage onto ZDZ. FPX are going to start Baron up once again. Wei, can he make the miracle happen? No blast cone, no flash to clear that wall. It's going to be a dangerous push in for him as Gala jumps in forward. Hung comes in, catches onto one with the headbutt. ZDZ comes in onto the flank. Zucker, no Gnar to speak of, but that doesn't matter because the brand goes down. ZDZ kills Zucker in response, but it's a 2-for-1 in favor of LNG. ZDZ gets caught by the pole. Life is trying to keep his mid lane alive, and somehow they get away, but LNG, they might just move to Baron now.
I think they can do. They do have the Zyra. That is just your free Baron card. And LNG find themselves the late game fight, which they've been struggling to do so against FPX in this series. FPX, they overstayed. They are looking for a contest. They don't have their Ashe. They only have their Corki in terms of damage. This will just be some Safari League of Legends watching the local wildlife. FPX this time, earlier in the game, LNG took a second dragon, but it was at the cost of the mid lane inhibitor. That felt bad. Now FPX find themselves in the mirror of that situation, giving up that Baron, giving up potentially what could be a game-changing objective.
Might find that as Scout just going to do some work to this tower here. Should be able to cut this down very quickly on the Lucian as Zucker, Steric's burnt to get himself the chase in. Are they going to find that gold card? ZDZ is able to connect it. Zucker goes down. FPX take Baron off one, but Scout, he's just cracking open the base. No one's there to stop it because the rest of his team are getting run down, but the Pyroclasm is doing so much work. Hung finds himself caught out by Dekdam as he's just trying to put a little bit of damage into him. Dekdam can't finish anything else up. Scout's moved over. Mid lane inhib goes down. Brand falls. FPX starting to lose their grip on this game.
Yeah, LNG have a jungler this time. They don't have a Nidalee that's done nothing in the game. Wei consistently getting damage onto important targets in all of the important moments. So many of these Well, okay, he's spotted now. That could be a bit of an issue. Yeah, he's been spotted. He doesn't know that he's been spotted either. They know he's in the alcove. He's going to die.
And he's caught. There it is. The end of days delivered into the team. Gold car comes in, but that pink ward. There's never a pink ward there. Why would you expect a pink ward at 33 minutes to be in that push? But it was.
TF has been nerfed in the AD variety to an extent, which means that particularly against Lucian in a straight 1v1, it is not easy. Dock down flashes.
He does it again. A beautiful flash, but Weiwei comes in with the strangle thorns. They're trying to keep him alive. The flank teleport from Zucker, though, should just shut him down. Milky Way gets some damage off onto Zucker. Pyroclasm is going to tear through LNG. Care's doing a lot of work here as they're all going low. Care's able to get himself the damage, but the passive damage from Milky Way has saved the day. What a play by Milky. He is absolutely liquefying health bars left, right, and center. Care's chasing forwards. Scout has to jump over the wall to safety. He continues to be chased by Care. I don't know how they did that, but Brand is such an OP champ.
Oh, Milky Way's like Daenerys and King's Landing. Burn it all. The passive gets so much work. It's another game where Brand just tears apart the team fights at LNG. Despite being in control, despite having the reins in this game, might have just lost 0-2 to FunPlus Phoenix.
And they're not done. They're going for a little bit more damage onto Scout. He is caught. He is cooked. Down he goes. The Nexus falls. What? FPX 2-0 LNG.